Alrighty. We here, we live. Now for those who don't know, I'm gonna start out with my parameters for the lives now. So some people may have missed last time, but in order to come up, it's $1. If you want to stay up for the entire live, it's $10. You hit the cash app, and every 30 minutes, I have to have made at least $10 from whoever's watching. And that way, that will ensure that this live is worth my time. So I think it's fair for all parties involved. But in the meantime, between time, I got a 10-minute grace period. In that 10-minute grace period, I'm gonna go over the topics. I'm not going to start the 30-minute timer until after that 10 minutes. So at 8:22, I'm going to start the timer. Until then, the first 2 minutes is pretty much basically free. But does Floyd Schofield stand a chance against SHAKUR Stevenson? Does Floyd Schofield stand a chance against SHAKUR Stevenson? Master Suka, if you want to come up, it's $1. You got to hit the cash app. He says no chance. He's a damn prospect who got tired in a 10-round fight. Just because he got tired last fight doesn't mean he's going to get tired this fight. Jordan, I don't know if you box or not, but I box. If a person changed their training regimen, they can get tired in the fight previous and they come into the next fight and not get tired at all. So maybe it was a good thing that Floyd got tired. He understood that there's a level that he has to go to that he's not at right now. LNT says I box too. SHAKUR Stevenson is going to win. That's how it's looking. It's looking that way. Ain't the fight gonna be in Saudi? Yeah, I think pretty much a lot of the big fights are gonna be in Saudi, man. KJ, what you think about MMA? I'm not really into MMA. I'm not one of these guys who's gonna make content to make money. I don't really understand MMA like how I understand boxing. Who you think gonna win? I think SHAKUR is gonna win. This is the thing about SHAKUR though. See, Mayweather's in the camp, Terence Crawford's in the camp. SHAKUR is surrounded by all these GOATs. When you surround yourself with guys like Andre Ward, Terence Crawford, Floyd Mayweather, that's gonna put even more scrutiny on your performance. Because Ward, Floyd, and Bud, those dudes, not only did they win, but they won in an exciting fashion. So SHAKUR, he has these guys at his training camp. He has to show out. He has to really whoop Floyd Schofield's ass. So there's pressure on both sides. SHAKUR has a pressure to perform. You're fighting a prospect. You got to whoop his ass. I'm not saying you got to stop him. I'm not saying you had to stop him, but that would be the best case scenario. But SHAKUR has to whoop this man's ass. If he doesn't, it's not going to be a good look. His Schofield should get a tune-up with Richard. Bro, Schofield is in too deep. It's too late to tune up. It's too late to apologize. He's in too deep. So there's no tune-ups, bro. Was good, 1V. I think he stops him before the ninth. I don't know. I don't know anymore when it comes to SHAKUR and stoppages. He went 12 rounds with Adam. Who's your GOAT boxer? I don't like that question. There's so many great boxers. You say, you've been missing. Yeah, I have been missing, but I went live like 2 days ago. You missed it, though. It was a pretty good live. So, yeah. But yeah, in about 5 minutes, I'm going to start the timer. For those who don't know, like I said, it's $1 to come up. It's $10 to come up for the entire live. But every 30 minutes after I start the timer, I have to have grossed at least $10 on Cash App. If I don't, then I got to get off because I'll be up here for 2-3 hours and the money made don't match the time spent. But yeah, I'm going to let y'all know. I'm going to start the timer in about 5 minutes. Other than that, I'm going to just keep vibing. Haven't seen you in a while, gang. Y'all was gone, Kurt. Right now, I'm trying to do my best to monetize my talents on YouTube and TikTok. Milo says SHAKUR wins in 6. SHAKUR is not Tank. Tank probably could beat Floyd Schofield in 6. Says, it's been a minute, man, bro. Found your content on YouTube. What's good, T Street? Said, I got Shakira. What did Floyd Schofield do to earn a SHAKUR fight, KJ? Exactly. That's a question that everybody always asks. KJ, you box full-time or work too? Yeah, I don't really get to box full-time like how I want. I'm trying to get to a position where I can do that. That's what's up. I'm going to have to check you out on YouTube. Thanks, Kurt. What's good, Nina? Says Caramel name be getting them views on YouTube. Nah, I only made 2 videos on Caramel Moten. And I have videos that have gotten 20,000 and 10,000 views, like videos I made on fucking Bud or whatever. And I tell you what, let other people post videos about Kermel and see how many views they get. The only reason why I get views is because I have a gift, Jordan. What you need to do is you need to go in your wallet and view that $100 that you owe me, and cash at me that. So you from Baltimore, right? No. I get that, but the skill gap is crazy. The skill gap isn't even a gap. It's a hiatus, bro. It's a hiatus. It's not a gap. It's a skills hiatus. You know what I mean? It's a large gulf between Shakur and Floyd Schofield. Floyd Schofield really jumped out there in deep water without knowing how to properly swim. Like, you know, in order to be a lifeguard, you got to know how to swim forward. You got to know how to backstroke, all that. I mean, you got to be able to hold your breath underwater for a certain time. Floyd Schofield trying to be a lifeguard without the qualifications. Shakur should really and truly embarrass Floyd. He should. That's why this is a two-way street. Like, Shakur cannot just sit down and say, you know what, I'm gonna go 12 rounds. He really has to get the stoppage. He really has to get the stoppage, bro. You think Shakur stops Schofield? I don't know. I really don't see Floyd winning this, even though Shakur's hated. He's really skilled. Exactly. Even though he's hated, he's really skilled. If Floyd beats Shakur, he's gonna have the same story as Salvador Sanchez versus Danny Red Lopez. No, hell no. Nina. Salvador Sanchez had already defeated top-level boxers before fighting Danny Red Lopez. Salvador Sanchez beat like 7 Hall of Famers in a row. Like, the way that Salvador was moving, it was like how Floyd came into the game, where they was beating top-level dudes back to back to back, fighting fights that nobody thought they were going to win back to back. So if Floyd Schofield was going to be like Salvador Sanchez, he would have to beat Shakur, then go beat Tank, then go beat Devin, then go beat Tio. That's what Salvador Sanchez was doing, bro. Salvador Sanchez was well accomplished before that fight. Thank you. Salvador was already, his name was in stone. But yeah, I'm ready to start the timer, guys. 30 minutes. It's just my little goal for my lives. And basically, I just started it. But every 30 minutes, I have to have grossed at least $10 on Cash App. That could be $10 from one person or $1 from 10 people. It don't matter where it's coming from. But after 30 minutes, if I ain't make a minimum, then I got to get off because, you know, I spend a lot of time up here. It says KJ Shakur is a glorified Adrian Broner. You lost your damn mind, Jake. Adrian Broner, on his best day, didn't have the defense of a Shakur Stevenson. Sometimes people just like to hear that self-talk. Some people, but listen. I think Floyd Schofield, he has a lot of heart. The only way he wins this fight is if he uses his footwork. I don't think that he has the right game plan, I'll be honest with you. I don't think most people could write a game plan for Shakur Stevenson, but this will be my game plan if I'm coaching Floyd Schofield. I already made one for Tank, but Floyd Schofield doesn't have the gifts that Tank has. But what Floyd Schofield does have, he has the ability to fight while moving laterally on his feet. So I would drill that over and over and over. We're going to move laterally, to the left, to the right. We're going to move erratically. We're going to do this round after round. And in some rounds, we're not going to move as much. But we're going to make Shakur chase us. Shakur wants to be right in front of you, mid-range. That's where he likes to get his work done, mid-range. So you don't want to give him that where it's just a battle of who has the faster reflexes. You want to keep him off balance. So you want to move. Make him chase you, make him make some mistakes, and then fire off of that. The only thing Broner and Shakur have in common is that they don't let their hands go enough. Yeah, that's a good comparison. Shakur gonna have Skull lost and confused. Possible. Not possible, highly probable. KJ, how y'all doing in America? I'm hearing Trump tripping. Well, honestly, I don't really care about the presidency. I mean, you know my beliefs. My beliefs is one of the reasons why they put a cap on my channel. So, but everybody already knows my beliefs. Didn't you get KO'd by anywhere? But yeah, man, Shakur Stevenson, I hope he gets that stoppage. I'm looking to see Shakur do good. I want him to do good. I mean, you hang around Mayweather, you hang around Bud, you hang around killers. So if you hang around killers, I would expect that you could do the same thing. So that's the whole thing with Shakur, bro. Like, bro, you hang around stone cold killers, bro. You hang around top dogs. You hang around dudes that have no problem getting to the nitty gritty. No problem getting their hands dirty. No problem getting their nose blooded. That's the best way to put it. Floyd Mayweather and Bud Crawford have no problems getting their nose blooded. Them dudes, they gonna do what it takes to win. Shakur could win, but Shakur doesn't like to get his nose bloody. He doesn't like to get his brain rattled. And guess what? There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But when you sit back and you think, a lot of people are going to call you boring. The crazy part is, Floyd Mayweather fought in an exciting style, an aggressive style, and people still call him a runner. They still call him boring. So it don't matter if you're aggressive or not. And that's Shakur's whole point. Shakur's like, okay, Floyd did what y'all say he couldn't do. He fought in the pocket, and y'all called him boring. So if I run, you call me boring. What's the difference? It says Floyd will smile when he get a cut or a nosebleed. Yeah, Floyd's built different, bro. Floyd Mayweather is built different. You gotta understand the pressure that was put on Floyd since the crib. Him sparring with grown men as a kid, just like Roy Jones, him getting beat when he messes up. That dude is a dog through and through. That's just how he is. He's just a dog, bro. He is just a dog. But yeah, thanks for the likes, 1V. But there's major differences between Shakur and Floyd Schofield. Floyd Schofield is pretty much trying to use Shakur to build a name for himself. But Floyd Schofield doesn't have the credentials in the amateurs. He doesn't have the credentials in the pros. Like Ali, people say Ali caught out listing early, but Ali won a gold medal. Ali won a gold medal. A1V, you don't gotta do the hashtags and stuff. Like, you know, Benavidez about to fight. Maybe the live will be more popular. But they put a thing on my channel, 1V. That's why I've been stuck at 40,000 followers for like a year. So sometimes things aren't going to be as popping as other times. You know what I mean? When you speak about some of the things that I speak about, that's part of it. But I'd rather be me than be, you know. Say the pressure is on Shakur. If you don't perform, we can't make any more excuses for him. I haven't been to make excuses for him anyway. I don't want to hear about his hand hurting. Ryan Garcia's hand's hurting. Ryan Garcia will still knock you out. Like, Ryan Garcia has first round knockouts where his hand was hurting, and he still got the dude out of there. So that's just an excuse. Shakur Stevenson is not an offensive-minded fighter. He's a defensive-minded fighter. He doesn't want to take risks because he doesn't want to take a loss to a fighter that he's better than. Might catch him slipping sometimes. It gets live for no reason. Oh, yeah, hell yeah. But don't worry, listen, the Tank fight is coming up. Shakur about to fight. David Benavidez, David Morrell about to fight. We're gonna get some lives, bro. They're gonna be electric. There's gonna be some electric lives coming. But the reason I'm going live now, I do got a new live policy, bro. So anybody that want to come up, it's $1 to come up. If you want to stay up the whole live, it's $10. And if I don't gross, like if you just watching, say if we got 1,000 people in here, if I don't make $10 at least every 30 minutes, then I drop down. Because, you know, I got to make money for my guests. But these are just warm-up lives. The real live is coming Saturday night after David Benavidez, David Morrell. That's going to be a real live because we all going to be hyped. Because we're going to be like, damn, I don't know who's going to win that fight. I don't know who's going to win that fight. Shakur's last performance wasn't even bad. People dragging it. No, it was bad. It was bad. You talking about Artem Artem? It was bad. He's supposed to stop Artem, bro. He's supposed to stop Artem. NTG said Tank over everybody. I don't know about that. Whenever you ask Tank about Shakur, Tank turned into a whore. So I don't know. I don't trust Tank. I don't really trust power punchers like that. I don't trust anybody that they got to rely on power. I don't trust them. And plus, when you hear a man speak, like you ask me about fighting somebody and I believe in myself, I'm going to tell you, yeah, I'll knock his ass out. Let's make the fight happen. Shakur is the biggest fight. Shakur and Tank is the biggest fight for Tank. Yeah, in every round he said he was finna get dude out of there. Shakur is not an offensive fighter, bro. Offensive fighters have no like when a natural offensive fighter, a natural defensive fighter, they have patience. Offensive fighters have no like when a natural offensive fighter, a natural defensive fighter, they have patience. Like Shakur had patience. That man's woosah, patient. That's his natural DNA. Natural offensive fighters like Bud, they're impatient. It's like water and fire. That's why Bud got dropped against Mean Machine, because Bud was impatient. When Bud fought Madrimov, he got countered with the right hand over and over. He was impatient. He wanted to land his offense so bad. Errol Spence, offensive fighter, impatient. Dosov says, "Are you pro now?" No, I'm actually not going pro until I can afford to. That's the thing. Like people think, "Oh, we just box." Blah, blah, blah. No, if I'm not making a certain amount of money, I'm going to stop boxing probably in a couple months. It says Shakur will fold Tank pressure too much. You said Shakur was going to fold Tank's pressure is too much. You spelled much wrong. But I don't know. I think Shakur has seen that. Shakur sparred with Bud Crawford, bro. Y'all think that man worried about pressure? Shakur will beat Tank. This is the giveaway. When Tank got on camera talking about what has Shakur done? Why I gotta fight him? My boy KJ was good, Caleb. What has Shakur done? Why I gotta fight him? Da, da, da. When he got on camera saying all that, that's when we knew, like, okay, cool. It's Tank the one that don't want to fight. Shakur on TV talking about, look, man, I want to make the fight happen whenever. I want to make the fight happen whenever. I'm willing to get on the phone like Bud and Errol. I'm willing to do this. I'm willing to do that. When Tank talking about where has Shakur done, I'm about to retire. Okay, Tank don't want to fight. Shit, it ain't rocket science, bro. I don't need Sherlock Holmes. I don't need Blue's Clues. I don't need none of that shit. Tank kind of says that about everyone, though. No, he doesn't. He doesn't. Tank wanted to fight Ryan. You talking about? Tank didn't say that about Lamont Roach. Tank didn't say, what has Lamont done? He said, yeah, let's do it. Tank was trying to fight Lomachenko. He didn't say, well, what has Loma done? But money-wise, Shakur ain't the draw. That's why Tank ain't interested. Shakur doesn't have to be the draw. Tank is wait. Lamont Roach is a draw money-wise? See, you see the bullshit? You see the double standards? All of this is just y'all trying to defend somebody that you look up to. Tank Davis is a human being. It's a possibility that he's afraid of losing to Shakur, bro. And that's okay. Yeah, Tank is a great fighter. And he has power, but he's a human. Maybe he's afraid of Shakur. It's okay. It's okay. You know what I mean? A lot of fighters, Sugar Ray Leonard was afraid of Marvin Hagler. He jumped in there, though. He had balls to jump in there. He got past his fears. But yeah, Sugar Ray was afraid of Marvin Hagler. It's a possibility that Tank is afraid of Shakur Stevenson. People just like Tank because of his aura. But like, come on now. That's what Jay Pickman said. Do you think Shakur versus Tank will ever happen? No, I'd be shocked if it happened. Afraid? How? Shakur not scary. NTG Vision. You're saying somebody's not scary. Or do you box? Losing is scary to an undefeated fighter. They say Shakur is not scary. Shakur is not scary. Losing is scary to an undefeated fighter, bro. That's just what it is. That's what it is. Tank is a product for the casual fans, and they make him seem like the greatest in existence. And that's boxing for you. Milo, that's boxing. You know why? Most people don't like the truth. They want a Superman. They want somebody that they believe can't lose. That's what they want. They want somebody that looks invincible. That's what sells. Something that's fake, a fantasy. They want to be lied to. So Tank is a lie for the media. He's a big lie. Maybe he could beat anybody. You know, maybe he could beat all the guys, but most likely he couldn't. Because he kind of fights he fights in a way where it's dependent off his athleticism. A lot of times he has to get the knockout. So he probably is not going to beat everybody with that style. Him being a small man like that. He probably can't jump up to 140 and beat everybody. He damn sure can go up to 147. But they want to sell him like he's invincible. You know why? That's what brings in money, a lie. What brings in a woman? A good lie. What brings in money? A lie. Motherfuckers every day on YouTube, I got the perfect plan. I did all of my stock options. I was 95% correct on all of my stock options. I made $5 million. All you have to do is blah, 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 blah. If you want to make the money not made. And guess what? A sucker is born every day. So Tank is a sucker is born. That's what his career. A sucker is born. Everybody that believes in the Tank hype, they suckers. I mean, Tank has already missed out on big fights with T.O. and Haney, all because this man's scared. Yeah, he might be scared. I don't know. But it's a possibility. His fans act like it's not a possibility because they're fans. Tank is a human being. Tank has gotten hit in that ring and said, oh, Lord. NTG said, how long you been boxing? I've been boxing for a long time. Tank got hit in that ring and sparring and said, oh, Lord, damn. They're going to have to show me Tank over any and everyone at 135 and 130. You saying they're going to have to show you. The only one they got to show you is Tank. Tank just wants to gatekeep the big money fights. How can he gatekeep big money fights? He's only had one big money fight with Ryan Garcia. Other than that, it's not like he's this big pay-per-view draw. He does okay numbers. He's not Canelo. Tank fans ain't boxing fans. Yeah, that's part of boxing. You want casual fans. Tank fans believe he can beat Bud. Facts. Bud will probably stop Tank, bro. Bud will probably stop Tank. Thanks for the likes, 1V. But yeah, I think Bud will probably stop Tank, bro. That's just keeping it real. Haney probably my favorite boxer right now, hands down. Haney is very respectable. He will fight anybody. Haney got cheated. He didn't retire. He didn't quit. And I mean, Ryan Garcia tried to take his life. He came back with a smile on his face. So Haney shows the resolve that a young man has when he has a strong father in his life. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, when you have a strong father that loves you and they got your back no matter what, the world can say whatever they want about you. Devin Haney still has a safe space. Bill Haney is Devin's safe space. When Devin got cheated, even if he didn't know he got cheated, when he got his ass whooped, he had to go back into his father's arm. His father was there to tell him, son, it's going to be okay. You know what I mean? You're still the best to me. Fuck the world. You the best to me. You understand? KJ, do you have trouble sleeping sometimes just watching the Shakur Stevenson fight? Nah. He said solve all your problems. Jay Pickman says, amen, KJ. 1V, I appreciate you, brother. But yeah, man, Devin is very likable dude. Devin is not going to be that likable in a society like this. If Devin was Muslim, like really Muslim, like if he was Arab or something, he'd be like a lot more famous than what he is and in a positive light. But he black and he's there with his father and, you know what I mean? He tried to get the little tattoos, even though that's not really his thing. He tried to do that. He's never going to catch on. He's not street enough. Devin ain't street enough for his community, so it is what it is. But I fuck with him. Imagine if Tank didn't have no tattoos and he was clean cut. He wouldn't be as popular. But Tank tatted up his whole body. Tank Davis got a tattoo on his entire body. Looking like a damn inmate. Dev respects the sport, works hard, and doesn't duck anything. How y'all gonna hate him? Well, Dev, he respects the sport, he work hard, but he need to work on his diet because he be blowing up so much. Haney ain't one of my favorites, but I respect his accomplishments. Yeah, Haney doesn't have a style where you could be like Tank. Tank is one of my favorites to watch. He's a beautiful boxer, man. Tank from the streets though. Tats don't matter. Tank is not from the streets. Tank not from no damn streets. If you look at Tank Davis, right? Tank Davis is what? He's black. Black people have a history before Baltimore, you know what I mean? Before all these street names in Philadelphia, all these hoods was named, black people had a history before that. So no, Tank not supposed to be tatted up from his head to his damn toe. Looking crazy. It's almost about that time. Who you got, KJ? Morello Benavidez. I gotta go. Look, I'm on the fence right now. I'm gonna tell you on Friday, bro. I'm on the fence. I ain't gonna lie. I am on the fence, bro. So I got Morrell. I want to get Morrell too. I think David going to be shocked in that fight. What you mean Tank is from the street? Baltimore, baby. Yeah, you see, what I said went over your head, so it probably wasn't for you. It is a 50-50 fight. It is a 50-50 fight. It's definitely a 50-50 fight. Do you think Benavidez Morel ends in the stoppage? Um, yeah. Yep. I can't believe Canelo and Bud really gonna happen. I can't believe it either. Like I'm not gonna believe that until I see them walking out to the ring, bro. Canelo about to get his ass whooped though. Canelo about to get his ass whooped. When Bud beats Canelo, you gotta put him up there with Floyd. I think Morrell outboxes David. The thing about David is the pressure and the size, bro. Even though they're both at light heavyweight, David's still way bigger than Morrell. David's midsection and all that. When they did the face off with the shirt off, David looked fat. Like it was like he was so wide and kind of, hefty. He's better than Floyd if he beats Canelo. Sorry, KJ. He's the greatest ever. No, Bud not better than Floyd, bro. To be honest, the more I watched their film, Floyd defense would have just been too much for Bud. Floyd would have made Bud miss a whole lot. You just outboxed him. Once Floyd felt the power that Bud had, he would have went in defense mode and outboxed Bud. He would have fought him how he fought Pacquiao. He would have fought him how he fought Diego Corrales. He'd have been cautious, fast, and defensively responsible. Floyd faster than Bud, bro. And he got better defense. Should Bud retire after the Canelo fight? Yeah, win, lose, or draw, he should hang it up. I don't want Bud to end up like Ezra Charles, Bud's a dude that take big shots his entire career. And sometimes you're walking around with damage, but you're young and your body is still strong. So you walk around with all this damage, you don't feel it. But as your body weakens and you start to slow down, you can feel the damage that you've done. For example, this is a minuscule version of what I'm saying, but when you work out real hard, right? All week you work out hard. Your mind ignores the fact that you're putting all this pain on your body. But when you finally stop on that weekend and you sit down and you lay down, you feel all the pain and all the pressure that you put on your joints, on your tendons. So that's how it is with aging. Bud Crawford is like 37, 38 right now. He's taking a lot of big shots. He's never has been a great defensive fighter. So when Bud get in his 50s and 60s, if he makes it to that age, that's when he's going to feel all the damage that he's put on his body. So I would say after the Canelo fight, get out of boxing. Don't try to box till you're 45 like B-Hop. You know what I mean? That way, when you get older, you're not feeling as much damage. Do you have Usyk over Canelo all time? Yeah, hell yeah. Usyk a better fighter than Canelo, man. Usyk a bigger man with better feet than Canelo. Bro, Usyk and Canelo, they both got some bullshit with their career. Usyk's supposed to have a loss. Canelo got 2 losses on his supposed to have 2 more losses on his resume. It is what it is. It's boxing. Yeah, Floyd definitely the greatest. I think Floyd is the greatest, but it's other great fighters that's come and gone. Floyd is the greatest because of his dedication. He deserves to be known as TBE. He dedicated his entire life to the sport. There's guys who had more talent than him that didn't dedicate their entire life for one reason or another. Like, they didn't have a father there to take them out of the crib and show them how to box. Yeah. So I'm just giving y'all a heads up. I got 10 minutes on my little timer. If I don't gross the net of $10, then I'm going to just log off after 10 minutes. But this is a nice little live. It's been educational. And it's making me think, too. I like doing these lives because when I think, it helps me conceptualize new ideas or go over strategies and stuff like that I missed, or characteristics about fighters that I haven't explored yet. Floyd was well-disciplined. Floyd is still well-disciplined to this day. So it's Bud, Sugar Ray Robinson, and Floyd. Yeah, I want to put Salvador Sanchez up there, too. How old are you, KJ? I'm really old, like 50. Salvador had too short of a career. Yeah, but at the end of the day, when I think of Salvador Sanchez, I think of like Sean Taylor in football. Like, Sean Taylor is one of the best safeties ever. Even though his career was shortened by death, he's one of the best ever from what he did when he was out there during that time, during them 7 years. That's how Sanchez is. Like, when you look at Sanchez on film and you look at how many legends that he ran through, you can tell that he's one of the best to ever box. Like he didn't have to do. He did in a short time. But I think by the time he was like 22 or 23, what it takes other fighters 6 or 7 more years to accomplish. Nobody can beat Floyd at discipline. Maybe Marciano. Yeah, Marciano is that level of discipline. That's why Marciano's undefeated. Tio getting through his rumored 3-fight deal. If so, he is a legend. I don't know, man. I'm not big on Tio. Tio got a lot of mental problems. Tio got a lot of mental problems, bro. Tio struggles to cut off the ring. Yeah, Tio will only fight going forward. We know that. Richard Hitchenson's boots, Haney. He not getting through that. I think he could beat Hitchens. He can't beat Boots. He can't beat Haney. How long have you been live for? I've been live for 24 minutes. So I got 6 minutes left. If I don't gross the $10 in 6 minutes, then I got to get off. Because I'm doing every 30 minutes, I got to gross at least $10. What's your top 5 ever? I got Sugar Ray Robinson, Ali, Floyd, Joe Louis, and Bud. I know Floyd in there. I probably have to put Duran in there, Roberto Duran. Ray Robinson. Floyd, Duran, Ray Robinson. Say I send it to your other joint, G. Oh, you send it to the other joint? Oh, all right. Hey, 1V, I appreciate you. But this is the only thing I'm going to say. I don't want one person to be the person that's pushing the whole live. You feel me? The other people, they got to learn. But since 1V sent me the 10, I got to go for another 30 minutes. I appreciate you. But you don't got to go broke, you know what I mean? Just helping out me. I appreciate it, though, brother. Who the hell is Current Flow? Hey, 1V, is you coming up? Is you coming up? One V send it to the other jump. I appreciate it though. But yeah, I'm up. I'm gonna be up for another 30 minutes. He said, nah, bro, I'm just listening. Thanks, 1V. I'm guessing no Pac-Man and Roy because they took Roy's. Jake, I don't know how you guessed it, but we don't support Roy users on this channel. We support weightlifters. Because, we talking about 1V. 1V is a big advocate of weightlifting. We support weightlifters. We don't support Roy users, bro. We don't. Who's the baddest man on the planet? There's no baddest man on the planet anymore, bro. Them billions Turkey got. Did you expect Pacheco to have such an easy time against Soko? You know what's crazy? You know what's so crazy, bro? I was with somebody, like, when I saw that they were fighting, and I wasn't tuned in. I've been just hyped about David Benavidez, Dave Morrell. I told myself Pacheco is going to beat Nelson. You know why? I don't trust boxers that hide behind other boxers. You're fighting Pacheco. I watched Pacheco fight. He's a devastating fighter. What are they, super middleweights? He's a devastating fighter. I've seen him fight multiple times. So I picked him to beat Nelson. But I'm all about this. I'm all about this right here. Nelson is hiding behind Bud Crawford. You ask Nelson about something, he always bring up Bud. I was sparring Bud. Bud hurt me. Bud, da-da-da. Bud Crawford comes to his press conference and talks more shit than him. Bud Crawford comes to your press conference and talks more shit than you. I'm not with that, bro. Brother, ignore my comment. He's avoiding ops. I didn't ignore your comment, man. What do you think about Jews? What the hell? Why you ask me about Jews in a boxing lot? You want to get blocked, big money? Ask me some more dumb shit, and I'll show you about an op. Pacheco showed he can box last night. I gotta go watch that fight. Give me Berlanga over Pacheco. You crazy. Berlanga is not a good boxer at all. That man was fighting tomato cans. Where do you put Usyk all time? I don't know. When you talk about all-time boxing, like, if you're really going to make a real all-time boxing list, that means you have to go back to, like, the early 1920s as well. You got to go look up. I was looking up a old-school black boxer named Harry Willis. Bro, this motherfucker, Harry Willis, could knock you out from the clinch. He was going up against this white boy, right? Harry Willis. They're clinched up. The referee separates him. Harry Willis throws a small, short right hand right outside the clinch. Knocked that motherfucker on his ass. Knocked him out cold. And I was like, what the hell? But a lot of people don't understand. Boxing is controlled. So it's people that are really, really great. They don't really get to reach certain heights as other people. Just like everything in life is controlled. So if we're going to do a really all-time listen. You want to talk about Usyk? We have to start in the early 1900s. Look at all of those fighters for real. Yeah, you got to rank dudes like John Sullivan. No, you don't. No. John Sullivan trash. You can look at him on camera and see that he trash. John Sullivan, get at him. Fighting like this and shit. I think John Sullivan was a bare knuckle champion. He wasn't even a real boxer, if I'm not mistaken. They were still doing bare knuckles. Jacob Fool talking about you gotta rank dudes like John Sullivan. Yeah, we rank him like trash. Sam Langford is one of the all-time boxers. I think he's in my top 5 the last time I made the top 5 list. He's one of my favorite all-time boxers. He started at lightweight. He was a very short man. Not short. I think he's around 5'9". I think. Maybe 5. Look, he was around average height. Started at lightweight and gained all the way up to 180 pounds. But he was fighting the heavyweights of that day. The heavyweights of that day was anywhere from like 190 to like low 200s. And he was beating them dudes. He fought Jack Johnson one time. He got knocked down and he hurt Jack Johnson in that fight. Jack Johnson went and gave him a rematch when he became champion, even though Jack Johnson outweighed him by like 30 pounds. So that shows you the fighter that Sam Langford was. Sam Langford, when you look at Sam Langford's fight footage on YouTube, you can see that he was a really strong man. A lot of his techniques with framing, Sam Langford to hit you and hold you and then hit you some more. That's a fighting style that you can only do if you're strong in the upper body. And a lot of his techniques, I use them in my fights. Ezra Charles is underrated. Ezra is underrated by people who don't understand boxing. Top 5 fighters, boxing and MMA all time. I can't do MMA. I don't really look into MMA. Do you think Morrell versus Bivol would be a better fight than Benavidez versus Bivol? Morrell versus Bivol, better fight than Benavidez versus Bivol? Hell no. Hell no, bro. Listen. Bivol and Morrell will be boring as hell. They both doing a bunch of footwork. Benavidez fights are exciting because he's coming at you. And it's a matter of can you stop it. Now, Benavidez has the Caleb Plant fight showed that he has a little bit of footwork in his bag and stuff like that. He has a little bit of footwork in his bag. Now it says, Berzabiev can make 215. I got to go for another 30 minutes because 1V had hooked me up. But it says, Usyk is going to go back down. He conquered heavyweight. If he goes back down, he's going to lose, bro. It's unnatural to gain all that weight and then trying to lose all that weight and you're 40 years old. Usyk should stay where he's at or retire. Stay where you're at and fight easy heavyweights, do a Canelo, or retire. The question with Usyk is this. Can Alexander Usyk fuck with Martin McCauley? That's what I'm asking the chat today. Can Alexander Usyk fuck with Martin McCauley? If he could do that, then he should keep going. If you can't fuck with the Martin McCauleys of the world, it's time to sit that ass down. Diego Pacheco versus Caleb Plant is something I want to see. Pacheco will beat Caleb. Caleb is not good against guys who can box and punch. He's not good against that because he doesn't do good with all that, with all of the pressure. Caleb wants to go in there, look pretty, go home. But when he fought that Android 13 looking motherfucker with the mustache, he got gritty and he fought on the inside for the first time in his career. And I was proud of him. I was like, wow, that white boy really came to fight. How did you see Dubois versus Joseph Parker going? Joseph Parker is a better boxer than Dubois, but Dubois can box as well. Dubois is coming off a big win, so I think he's going to have the momentum, and I think he's going to knock Joseph Parker out. He said a can crusher. Jamal Charlo prime with a whip plant. I don't know. There's no such thing as a prime Charlo. Charlo won his belt. I forgot who he won the belt off, but it wasn't no big dude. It wasn't no big name dude. You know what I mean? One of his most talked about fights is against a fighter that was jumping up in weight, J-Rock. Charlo is one of the more overrated low-tier local fighters because nationally he's not even really known like that. He's known in Texas, but whenever people on a local level talk about You know, Jamal Charlo, they talk about him like he was like this legend or something. But he wasn't. He didn't really do much at 160. He had a belt on the shelf, didn't really defend the belt. You know what I mean? Gets to come back and still get these big fights, make $200,000, $300,000 checks, you know, fighting anybody. So yeah, Charlo's overrated, bro. He's a good athlete, but at the end of the day, boxing is mental. There's never going to be a boxer who's successful for a long time who admits to having mental problems. That's not how the sport works. KJ, he still hasn't been stripped of his 160 belt. He hasn't defended it over 3 years. They don't give a fuck. It's about money. It's about money. At the end of the day, the sanctioning bodies look at it like this. When you go out there, how much money do you make? How many tickets do you sell? So if Charlo gets to hold on to that belt for that long, PBC is paying a fee for that, or they say, you know what, when he does come out and fight, he's going to make more than anybody else we have lined up. He passed the eye test. All the resume might be underwhelming. Charlo, when Charlo was out there, you know, before all of the alcohol and the mental problems, he was a freakish athlete. He had really good timing, really good power. I never thought he was a great boxer. I think he was good, and he was more naturally talented than his brother. Jamal Charlo was more naturally talented than Jamel. But Jamel Charlo's heart, before the Canelo fight, Jamel Charlo's heart put him above his brother. His work ethic and his love for the fire of combat, it put him above his brother. That's why Jamel Charlo was undisputed. And his undisputed title at 154 is what helped him get the fight with Canelo. Because remember, that fight was undisputed versus undisputed. So the big Charlo is really a story about a man not working, not getting the most out of his potential. And when you look at the twins, that's a story about focus, grind, and hard work, how it can beat talent. It's also a story about how a man's fall could be a woman, because both of them have problems putting their women in their place. Both of them. Why? I don't know. But that's something that people, you know, that's something that people have to work on. And 1V, I appreciate you, brother, because when people support me directly, like said, 1,000 people were to support me directly, it frees me up to talk about whatever the hell I want. You know what I mean? A lot of people, they want these athletes, like say LeBron James. LeBron James, he gets supported by corporations. He don't get supported directly, so he can't say whatever he wants. I could come in here and say, you know, the Charlos, they got to put their bitches in their place from time to time. And I ain't going to say bitches because you're talking about their wives, but you know, they got to put their women in their place. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's okay to be able to put your woman in her place to keep order. But the Charlos, that's not, I don't know, it was a lot there going on with them. They said LeBron can say whatever he wants. What you mean? I was on the bus talking about certain topics the other day with this woman. And what I said on that bus, LeBron James is not allowed to say that. He will lose all of his sponsorships. So no, LeBron can't say whatever he wants, Jake. But I understand you have LeBron as your profile picture, so you're a fan of LeBron, so you want to believe that he can say that whatever he wants because you're a fan of him. So I understand where you're coming from. But I'm not a fan of no man, so nah, LeBron can't say whatever he wants. But let's get back to boxing. If Shakur don't get a stoppage, it's going to hurt, bro. KJ, what you think about Snoop cooning for Trump? There's no such thing. If Trump is paying Snoop Dogg to say something, then Snoop better get that money. Without the cut, do you think Nelson would have won? I think it was an excuse. I always thought Diego Pacheco was going to beat Nelson. Y'all didn't hear what I said. What's good, Mr. Incredible? Y'all didn't hear what I said earlier, bro. Steve Nelson, I think that's his name, Steve. Whenever you hear this man talk, he bringing up Terrence Crawford. You are a professional too. I understand you spar with Crawford, that's your boy. Then Steve Nelson goes to the joint. He goes to the show, to the press conference. Terrence Crawford is talking more trash than he is. You can't hide behind nobody in boxing, bro. He said, my coach thought Nelson would take Pacheco by surprise. Your coach should have called up me. I literally seen it on YouTube. I didn't even click on it. I just saw that Nelson's fighting Pacheco, and I said, Pacheco gonna beat him, bro. Nelson's best win was against a Mexican fighter that we never heard of. That was the last time he was on Bud's undercard. He fought some big Mexican that we never heard of, beat the shit out of him because he was more athletic than him. Pacheco is athletic, but he actually knows how to box and he has power. You know what I mean? So that matchmaking is not good. You got to get matched up with dudes who could beat you. That's just the truth. You want to get matched up with guys that can beat you. You don't want to be getting these tomato cans, and then they throw you out there against Diego Pacheco. Diego Pacheco is a killer, bro. Killer. They haven't got no chance against Boots. Yeah, he probably can't. Nelson was a 36-year-old prospect who isn't even a real 168-pounder. It ain't even just that the fact that he's old, Mr. Incredible. You could be 36 years old and be a dog. Let me tell you something. Right now, look, Artur Beterbiev went pro at 28, right? So when he was 30 and 31, 32, he was a prospect, right? But he was a dog because the skills that he had acquired. So you could be a dude who in his 30s and considered a prospect and be a fucking dog. The reason I didn't think Nelson was a dog, to be honest with you, is because he hiding behind Crawford. You can't be a man in boxing and hide behind nobody. This is not football. You can't hide behind the offensive line and push a man in the back and he take a tackle for you and you jump cut and all that. No, it's mano y mano, man against man. So it don't matter if Crawford whip Errol Spence up and down Texas. It doesn't matter. What are you going to do, Steve Nelson, when you go fight Diego Pacheco? You can't have other men speaking for you. You know what I mean? You just can't have that. The only time it's partially acceptable is when that's your father. But you gotta, that's how sometimes when you read a fight, you gotta read the fight off of the energy of the press conference, off of the energy of the man. See who looks scared. See who hiding behind somebody. Steven Nelson brought that football and that basketball mentality, that teammate shit. See, teammates can hide behind each other. You know what I mean? Cliques. When you're in school, people get with a clique, they get with a gang so they can hide behind each other. Do boxers actually abstain from having sex before a fight? It depends on the boxer. KJ T.O. versus Boots, who will win? Boots would beat the hell out of T.O., man. Boots doesn't do good against fighters, with that Eastern European style who throw straight shots and that stick to a game plan. Because Boots wants to do all that loosey-goosey, fresh and fruity shit. Boots want to look pretty. So he wants to do all of his creativity, and that stuff takes longer. When I say it takes longer, I'm talking about in real time. If you're throwing a wide, pull counter, you know what I mean, got your hands down, you're trying to turn and pivot and look pretty, that stuff takes longer to execute in real time. So a straight punch, say that take half a second or something like that. You trying to do that pretty shit, that may take 0.6 seconds or 0.7 seconds. And I'm just being relative with it, but it's slower. So if you fight somebody with the Eastern European style, they're jumping in and out and they're coming back with the straight shots. They're going to land before you. That's why Boots struggled with Chukajan. So, but T.O. fights in a flashy style as well. T.O. doesn't throw, straight punches too much. So if it's going to be flashy versus flashy, Boots has longer arms. He's a better athlete overall than T.O. He's going to win. Boots versus T.O. might be the first time T.O. gets knocked the fuck out. I don't think T.O. will get knocked out. When you got a dude that's been fighting his whole life, it's very rare to see him just get knocked the fuck out. You know what I mean? I can see T.O. getting stopped. But I don't know, man. Boots is overrated. Mr. Incredible, tell Haney fight one of them. Tell Haney fight one of who? Oh, Boots or T.O.? Haney will beat... hey, Jaffe, I got some news for you, bro. Haney will beat the shit out of T.O. If Haney can get outside of his own head and not try to be something he's not, meaning... not try to act like he has the genetics to sit there and trade, Haney will beat the shit out of T.O. But if Haney tries to do what he did against Ryan and try to please the fans, he won't get his ass whooped. Because physically, he's not as gifted in the upper body and overall athleticism. He's not as gifted as T.O., Tank, or Shakur. So Devin has to fight behind that game plan real heavy. Real heavy, he has to fight behind that game plan. Just like a Bernard Hopkins, just like an Andre Ward. He can't go in there and just do whatever. Jaffe said cap. Jaffe, I'm telling you, bro. I know you don't fuck with Haney, but come on, be realistic, man. Anybody that can fight going backwards is going to whoop T.O. ass. Jaffe, if you start boxing and you learn that when you get in there, that you have a natural inclination to fight while going backwards. After a couple years of training, you will beat Teofimo Lopez, bro. He struggles with fighters that can fight going backwards, and he can't fight going backwards, so he can't set up anything going backwards. Ain't no way Teo having a competitive fight with Sandor Martin and not Devin. Oh, Levi, appreciate you, Levi. Is you coming up? Levi sent the dog. You coming up, Levi? Yeah, Levi coming up. What's good, Lee?
Doing good, KJ. How you doing?
Taylor?
All right. Hey, does Floyd stand a chance? I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
think he stand a chance either, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Um, the only way he could win, I believe, if he had Ali's footwork. That's the only way, cause he can get on his toes, and being on your toes against Shakur's style is perfect because it doesn't allow Shakur to sit there right in front of you and use his superior reflexes. Shakur wants to sit there and pinpoint from mid distance right in front of somebody and then jump backwards. You know what I mean? So if you were to move, side to side, Sugar Ray Leonard style, and they come in with a barrage of punches, he's not going to be able to just use one or two reflex dodges. It's very hard to dodge 12 straight punches. Very hard to dodge. And then if you're moving around on your feet, he's not going to be able to time you for them straight shots that he wants to do. So that's the style that Floyd Schofield needs. He doesn't have the gas tank to execute that. We saw that in the last fight when he fought against Renee. When he fought against that short Mexican fighter, he got tired in a 10-round fight.
I think if he tries to pull the same shit against Shakur, he might get stopped. I,
Oh
I,
yeah. If he doesn't
I
move,
really think Shakur's
he's
just gonna win a
winning.
lopsided decision. But yeah, I look. The realistic outcome for me is Shakur winning a lopsided decision. But I don't think a stoppage is too far out of the question.
Me neither. But Shakur need a stoppage, bro.
Yeah. Although I wonder how the stoppage would come because Floyd's dad seems like a guy who's too prideful to throw in the towel.
I hope he is probably. Look, sometimes you gotta let your son get that ass whooping. People shouldn't try to unless because Shakur don't really. I don't know, man. It depends on how bad the ass whooping is. Jaffe, it's a dollar to come up, brother, on the cash app. You see, I've heard questions of Floyd's heart. Yeah, Floyd didn't show a lot of heart in his last fight. That motherfucker got hit in the back of the head, turned around, put his hands down, didn't protect himself. So yeah, I question his heart as well. I question his heart as well. All right, they both hit it. Miss Incredible and Jaffe, they coming up. I'm gonna I'm gonna stay up for another 30 minutes as well.
Yo, you heard about your man's? Your man's getting a bag. Your
Who?
man's might be a higher paid gatekeeper than fucking uh
Oh,
Cambosis.
you
Rolly
talking
out here
about?
getting a
You know what's
bag,
crazy? We
bro.
were just talking about that. You wasn't up here. Um, you talking about the boy that Haney beat, Prograde.
No, not Pro Gray. I'm talking about Rolly, bro. Rolly fighting Ryan. You know Rolly gonna
Oh,
get a
Rolly ain't
couple
no damn
M's.
gatekeeper. Rolly an action star. He not no gatekeeper. That's disrespectful. When you can talk shit like that, you're not a gatekeeper. He is a gate.
Man, the only issue I got about that fight card is that, dog, why do they keep letting Haney get away with this shit, bro? That shit be making me so mad.
Listen,
Ryan is fighting a far more dangerous fighter than
no,
Haney
wait,
is, and then if
no, wait.
Ryan
Jose
lose,
Ramirez is a far better fighter than Rolly.
yeah, but Rolly got that retard knockout strength.
Yeah, he
Rolly
does. He
He
Rolly
just
was
doesn't
putting
know
got
how
Ryan to
to
sleep.
apply. It's
Ryan is.
different.
Jaffe, watch the R because I don't want him to drop you down.
Oh, all right, my bad. Yeah, but like I was saying before I was really interrupted, um, Rolly got that knockout power that and Ryan is not defensively sound to be going against no fighter that's throwing bullets like Rolly got.
Rolly got the worst
I,
defense in fucking boxing, bro.
yeah, but
Well,
but just because he beat Devin, y'all like people perceive that Ryan is like a really good fighter, and he's not. You know, Ryan is really not all that of a fighter, but he beat Devin, so it's like people are giving him way more credit than he should have. So
Ryan got, you know what it is? That left hook is money. It's almost
It is.
impossible not to
not
get hit by that shit.
That's
it's,
all
it's
he has.
it's only money to a fighter like Devin with no defense. But if you got the slightest bit of defense, I think
Bro,
Rolly
I don't think you can go a whole fight without getting touched at least once by that punch.
Tank did.
You know, Tank got hit by that. He just ate it.
Oh
Yeah.
Think about
And
listen.
then
After
after
he eats a
he and
punch,
then
he
after
loses
he ate it,
something
he
else.
found a way to negate it.
I don't know. I just think
Yeah,
I
but
think I think Devin just sliding between the ropes too easy, and I don't like that shit. Cause you know what I'm saying. Like they say Devin is too good of a fighter for him to keep getting slid underneath the rug like that. Like nah, man, make him fight somebody. Wasn't he supposed to be fighting that Hispanic dude mandatory? Or what his name was, man?
Uh,
Pitbull.
I,
Pitbull.
Bro,
Sandro
hold up,
Martin.
yeah,
Jaffe,
Sandro Martin.
listen. Do you understand that the entire card is just about having Devin and Ryan be in the same room to rebuild interest for the rematch? And
Yes, but what's gonna happen if one of them loses?
Yeah.
that's
They're gonna
exactly why
fight.
they don't
Well,
want
not
Devin
really,
fighting.
because
Listen, Jaffe, you
I
answer your
think
own question. That's why they don't want Devin fighting nobody that's a real threat. Because it's gonna fuck up the money. Let's say
well,
Devin and Ryan fight, no matter
well,
how it goes, then he can
But
go fight real threats.
but
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 right now,
Ryan is fighting somebody that he could lose to. Devin is not, and that's gonna fuck their
well,
money.
wait. Is it entire?
I guarantee you they're gonna try to play Devin. I mean play Ryan on the money side on the rematch if he lose this fight. I guarantee
Bro,
you.
I'm telling you
Ryan
right
is not. I'm
now,
sorry,
Ryan knocks
Ryan ain't
Rolly
losing
the
to Rolly,
fuck
bro. When you
out.
watch his
He's
sparring,
not losing to Rolly.
when you
He's
watch his
not.
sparring,
He's
Ryan hit
knocking
Rolly
Rolly
with the
the
left hand
fuck
so
out.
many times, bro. He hit him with the left hand, so Rolly gonna get his ass knocked out, bro.
I don't know about that, but
Rolly's been knocked out
Mhm.
3 of his last
But is it
4
really
fights.
all about Devin and Ryan on this card? Because Martin McCauley's fighting a Jabba.
yeah, it's really all about Ryan and Devin to be
It
honest.
really is. Nobody
Yeah.
knows Bacoli outside of us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they play musical chairs with that
Eh.
man. They said he was supposed to fight fucking Zhang and shit. What happened to that?
But you know how it is, man.
Yeah,
Nobody
yeah,
knows.
but they take it so
Also,
long to get my man a
yeah, and let's
title.
let's
Yet
let's be honest. They could have gotten worse. They could have gotten a worse opponent for Devin than Jose Ramirez.
I know it's a money thing, but like Bacoli, should have a title fight, but they're giving AJ a title fight like every fucking year.
AJ,
Every
this is
year AJ
incredible.
got a
Listen,
title
He
fight.
ain't getting a title
do you
fight now.
know that? Do you know that Anthony Joshua brings in more money than Canelo?
Yeah, I know it's money, bro, but like that man hasn't won like a real challenging
Let me
fight
tell
in
you something. It's
years.
incredible. When Ali had already lost, and when Ali had Parkinson's 35, and he was shaking and shouldn't even been in the fucking ring, he was still one of the main attractions in boxing. So until he had got his ass whooped like multiple times, that's when people finally had to we could let go of Muhammad Ali. But once you hit a certain level, like an Ali, a Pacquiao, a Mayweather, even an Anthony Joshua who doesn't have none of those accolades, but once you hit a certain level of fame, your name is gonna sell forever, bro.
Like
Forever.
the last real win that AJ had was against Hellenius, who got knocked the
No,
fuck out.
that wasn't no real win, bro.
No, I'm just saying.
Hold
I'm
on,
just
that was
saying.
I'm
not
saying, I'm
competitive.
saying you gotta
What's
go
his
further
name?
than that.
Wilder knocked his ass out in like 1 round, put him to sleep.
I
Hellenius
want
is
I
a
want to see that
Wilder
boy
has
Zane in another fight. I
Wilder
want
has
to
the
see Zane
one
against
power to do
Parkinson.
that.
Zhang and Bacoli would have been great, but Zhang ducked.
Oh.
These
That
motherfuckers
shit
got
Did
would
he
hit
really duck?
numbers
He's
in
fighting
China.
Caballel. It's like, is it really a duck if he's fighting Caballel? That's who's also a dangerous fighter.
He would have got him more of a bag if he would have fought Bacoli.
Well, here's how it'll probably happen because the titles are going to be tied up for a while between Usyk and the winner of Dubois and Parker. If both these guys win their
And the
next
winner of
fights,
that
they'll
shit,
probably
they're
set
gonna
up
be
that
like
fight next.
AJ gets a turn again. AJ get to skip and fight
Yeah,
again.
he ain't getting another title shot. He just got beat. He's probably out of the
I
top
bet
10
money
rankings right now.
AJ wins against some mid ass fighter next year, and he gets another title shot.
No, he's not. This was going to happen. They're probably going to try and finally set up the Wilder fight just for one big last hurrah, and then that'll be it.
Hopefully.
KJ,
Was good.
why did Pitbull Cruz back out of the fight with Ryan?
Because
Anybody
he already
know?
has a fight scheduled for next week. He's on the
Ryan,
Benavides
listen,
card.
Pitbull had a fight scheduled, but I don't believe Pitbull backed out. I believe Ryan backed out. And I think they lying about it Ryan can't beat Pitbull because of the styles.
I think it would have been too difficult of a fight for him to just hop back into anyways.
Yeah, it's crazy because I made a video on YouTube about it, and I said Ryan, the fact that Ryan fighting Pitbull, I got a lot of respect for him because he probably gonna lose this fight, and he
Ryan
really
don't got the
should, I
conditioning.
said for a comeback
Yeah.
fight, he really should be fighting Rolly Romero. It's a much safer fight, and you're gonna make more money. Last time I know this motherfucker fighting Rolly.
He probably
Now
looks
that is a good point. That was a good point, Mr. Incredible.
Okay.
I'm saying.
Let
what
me
does Pitbull
press
need
this
to train
question
for?
towards you.
What does Pitbull need to train for in 6 months if he does the same shit every fight?
Well,
Like
we don't know what's gonna happen to him in his next fight. He might get banged up
he
on the way
got a
to a
rock
victory. He
hard.
might not.
I don't
He got
believe
a
that
rock
people
hard
pull it out.
chin.
Listen. When you fighting, right? When you're fighting like that, and you about to have a good fight, and you win a fight, you could come back into another fight fast because you're already in shape. Like, say you take 2-3 weeks off, if you jump right back into the gym, you still have a lot of the conditioning from the fight that you were just in. Like, that's how that works. So Pitbull could have fought this fight and still got back right into the gym and fought Ryan. That's why I don't believe that Pitbull backed out. Pitbull,
I don't think
he go after the
Ryan
money,
backed
bro.
out
He
either.
go after the money. Because remember, he
I
fought
think
Tank.
I think Ryan was like, "Oh, I want to fight Pitbull. I want to make my next fight big." And Oscar was like, "Hell no,
That's exactly.
hell no.
Exactly.
You're not fighting no fucking Pitbull. I already know how this gonna go down. You don't got the conditioning. You haven't been fighting. Pitbull's been fighting what twice last year.
Even with the best conditioning, Ryan don't have the footwork. Real Valenzuela, when he moves on his feet, he can fight going backwards, and he uses angles. He doesn't just go backward; he goes to the side. All of that. He's a very high level boxer. People don't give him his credit because he got stopped. And in today's era, they think that you're just supposed to be undefeated. Everybody Floyd Mayweather, but no, Real Valenzuela is like that. Ryan Garcia is not at all.
I was saying earlier today, I got something to tell you, KJ. I was like, I just finished watching that Inoue fight like Tuesday. I think it happened, or Wednesday or some shit like that.
It was on Friday morning.
Yeah,
Friday morning. My bad. Where he knocked that Korean dude out. I was like, damn. Inoue is what we all thought Tank was supposed to be. Like Tank was supposed to be at the level of an Inoue or some shit like that. The way they look at Tank is the way like it's like people are supposed to be looking like talent level and skill level. They at the same level, except Tank was
Let me
supposed
tell
to
you
pop
something.
more.
Let me tell you something. Nail Inoue, when he fought the black dude that dropped him, he got him smiling. And just
Look, y'all. Look,
Nary.
or some
Look,
shit.
y'all. Now that I'm back. Now that I'm back on this bitch. Let me go ahead and say this. My boy Shakur retired Tank Davis. Yeah,
That's a good point.
Shakur retired Tank Davis. That boy said, I'd rather retire before I go in the ring and lose to him for y'all. So go ahead and give my boy some props. You know what I'm saying?
$1 on the cash app to come up, man.
Go ahead.
You right though, cause he was like, "What has Shakur accomplished, motherfucker? You fought. I know, and we gonna say money. We gonna say money." I was like, "Motherfucker, you fought Ryan. What the fuck has Ryan ever did?
That's what I'm
Or
saying.
even,
Other than making
Now he
money."
about this is how you.
or even in Lamont Roach.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he's
That's how
a
you
champion
put
at 130. So
Just
congrats to
say-
him.
Ryan's
But
never
other
even
than that,
had a
what's he done?
belt. Ryan's never had a belt. He's never even.
Yeah, he's
sniffed
never
a belt.
fought for a belt either.
Man, Ryan
I
beat
mean,
Haney.
he fought in his last fight. He fought for a belt, but got disqualified.
No, that doesn't count because he came in overweight, so that fight wasn't for the belt.
Now listen, do y'all think Keyshawn beat Shakur?
Hell no.
No,
Fuck no.
No.
Who said that?
Hell no.
This stimulated lot said, but listen, let me tell you something. Everybody that Shakur run with, all them young dudes that he be pumping
Look at
up,
my boy
he whooping their ass.
One beat, all them boys retired.
Shakur whooped Keyshawn ass in sparring. He whooped Abdullah Mason ass in sparring. Anybody that Shakur big up, tell me, that's Lord Bro. He whooped their ass. Richard Hitchinson, he better than all of them, bro.
Yeah. And let's be honest. We shouldn't all be clamoring for these fights. These guys are like brothers, so they're not gonna want to rain on each other's parades.
Nah,
like
listen. Let me tell you something though. I'm gonna make a video next month, but in a couple of days. But listen, they should fight each other because they would just expose Tank. Them fighting each other, and plus, both of them are gonna have, especially Shakur. Shakur gonna have problems finding opponents anyway. He had to fight a prospect jumping out there too early. Keyshawn won't be doing Shakur a favor by allowing him to fight him. And they won't be able to make a lot of money. They should fight each other more than once. They'll be able to make a lot of money, Without
Well,
Tank,
he won't.
without Tio,
Well,
without them, keep it in house,
Shakur won't have a problem getting a fight right after Floyd Schofield. They already have Zepeda lined up.
bro.
That fight not gonna
Listen,
happen.
Levi. The Zepeda was already supposed to fight Shakur.
Yeah.
He went and fought Tevin Farmer, lost the fight, and got a gift decision. He don't want to
Yeah.
fight Shakur, but he got dropped
Mm,
against Farmer, and Shakur does what Farmer does on a higher level. Shakur
yeah.
fuck
Well,
around and
do you
stops.
think Oscar will try and force that fight to happen, or keep giving him soft touches?
Nope.
You
He
already
ain't
know
gonna force that
Oscar.
fight to happen.
Oscar gonna do what Bob Arum gonna do.
The
Protect,
only the
protect
only
the
way
best.
Oscar make that fight happen, Turkey got to break him off a lot of money to say, okay, fuck it, I'm willing to give up my champion for it. You know.
Yeah.
And Oscar
What
already
what
said,
champion?
And you know what? Turkey might do it
uh,
because Turkey bought that Ring magazine from. One Vandal said, "What if Keyshawn wins though? Keyshawn can't beat Shakur 1v.
that's a big what if.
Yeah, and
He
I
can't do
know.
it, bro.
Speaking of
and
one V, since I'm up here, and he not. We know
yeah.
Devin can't beat him. That's for damn sure. So
No.
we ain't worrying about Keyshawn. I think Keyshawn can give it to Devin too, but we know Keyshawn can't. We know Devin can't beat him. So
Go
yeah.
watch Keyshawn and Richard Hitchens sparring, and you can see why they can't beat Shakur. Them dudes, Hitchens he won a fight like Shakur, but he like a poor man Shakur. Keyshawn Davis, he's so aggressive. And if you fight Tank fuck around and probably knock him out. Because you got to be patient with Tank. You can't just run in there. Keyshawn just want to run in there with them big shots, bro. You can't beat Shakur Stevenson like that. Keyshawn has a style that's pleasing for fans. But when you talk about the highest level of boxing, it's about patience, it's chess, it's about setting traps. You know what I mean? Shakur's traps is better than Keyshawn, and Shakur's defense is better than Keyshawn. He's more patient. He's going to throw the straighter shots, and he's going to land, and he's going to get up out of there.
What
Keyshawn
do you
won't
think?
wait. It's not going to work.
What do you think the odds are that Tank tries to call out Keyshawn after his next fight?
None.
No,
Tank already said his next fight he wanted to be Jake Paul. So once he said that, I already knew what time he was on. I said he gone. He out of there. He already said he want to fight Jake Paul
you
next.
know what's crazy, though? Tank talking about, oh, I got a daughter, I want to be more soft, and blah, blah, blah. Bud Crawford got damn near 10 kids, bro. That nigga's a
Yeah.
demon. I just
Nah,
seen,
man.
I
You know
seen,
that.
I seen Bud Crawford choking somebody out the other day on YouTube, like playing with somebody, and he was like, "Yeah, make sure you record it so you can't say it didn't happen." Like Bud is getting active, left and right, 40 years
KJ
old. Yeah.
KJ Tank is doing all that just so he won't fight Shakur Stevenson, and that's sad.
That
That's sad
is
for
sad. It's sad
that's sad for his fans.
his fans don't see it.
Yeah, that's sad for his fans. That's sad for boxing. That's sad for everybody because a lot of people want to see that fight. And for your coward punk ass to be sitting up here acting like you gangster,
Yeah.
and now you can't even be a gangster no more because now like the real ones know you ducking this man. He's
Joppy
retiring.
said,
Yeah.
Joppy said, now you can't even be a gangster. But you know
Yeah, you
what?
can't.
He's not
So now you
gangster.
got to publicly denounce yourself. You
He
got to
do.
publicly,
He
you
do
know.
be trying to act gay. Like the other day, he had posted something talking about, I grew up with, these dudes, these people. I slept in the same bed with these people, and da da da. You don't want to try me, blah blah blah. So he tried to play the gangster role, but it's like, bro,
Nah, that's
you,
over with.
you slept in the bed with these killers, but you scared to get in the ring with one Shakur.
No, I say, and honestly, what after seeing this, I got so much respect for Zab Zuda, because Zab Zuda got in the ring and fought Floyd.
And not only that, he fought other dangerous fighters.
Yeah,
He
he
took a
fought
couple ass
Floyd.
whoopers.
And much respect to him. Real boxer, real dudes in the street, just like Tank trying to be, but just totally different. You know what I'm saying? But I know it's hard to take an ass whooping like Earl did and got to face these kids on
Face the
social
music. You gotta face that music.
Yeah, it's hard, and everybody not built for it. And I guess he just not built for that.
And,
So
but at least,
And
but at least
I saw him talking about loyalty, like all these fighters trading away loyalty to go get money with Turkey Al Sheikh. He would work with Turkey Al Sheikh if he didn't have Shakur. He won't go to Turkey Al Sheikh because he'll try and make Shakur fight.
yeah.
Tank wants everything on his terms, with his demands, everything going his way, and it's like, bro,
Jaffe,
if that's
Brian David getting on your pronunciation of Zab Judah. You always say
I'm
Zab
sorry.
Judah.
Oh my bad, it's an accent.
I know.
Zab Judah.
That's that Creole shit.
I'm sorry. I don't even mess
Yo,
up my name
after
up.
this, after this road
Happy
fight, Tank
Brian?
is gonna be out in the cold because let's look at it. He won't fight Shakur. He priced himself out for the Ryan fight, asking for 130 million. So who does he really have?
Who asked for 130 million to fight Ryan?
Tank.
the only
Oh, he
way I
tripping.
pay that much is if I seen Tank fighting Bud.
He asked for 130 million to fight Ryan.
Yeah, again, yeah. So
He got that the first time.
No,
Nah,
they got far less. They got like
Oh, I was
the
like,
fight
dang, I
in
was about to
total, the
say.
fight in total made that much.
they
So
got
how
around
much he
30
took
million.
home? Oh, like okay,
No,
take
he
how
only
much
took
out?
home like 8 mil
Eight.
because
Yeah.
it was a cross promotional event. So that
Yeah,
It
but
might.
they
Nothing too. What happened to this big Amazon deal he was talking about? He had in the works.
that
Amazon's
was all.
screwed.
No, Amazon cool, but the thing is, how can we make these big fights and you don't want to make the big fight? Same thing with Canelo. Like, Canelo was supposed to come to PBC and fight David,
Man,
right?
let me tell you how Tank could restart his career. Hire Bill Haney as your manager, and let Bill Haney negotiate your fights. I promise you, you'll be fighting
that would
Lamar
never
Roach
happen.
Part 3. I know, but I'm just saying, if we live in some type of paradox and that shit could happen, make him your manager, and I guarantee you, you won't have to fight nobody dangerous, and your fans will still say you number one.
What
Hire Bill.
the hell?
Hire Bill. He got to hire Bill Haney. They could do it for him.
There's literally so much Tank could have done to really put everybody's faith back in him that he don't really give a
Yeah.
shit.
Look,
Shit, he could have went as easily as going to 140 and
after Loma,
fighting a number 7 guy or a number 8 guy or a number 10 guy or a fucking journeyman at 140, and people would have got more hype than Lamont Roach.
Yeah.
They would have been like, "Oh
You
shit,
know
he
what's
getting
crazy
I
ready."
said
though?
after
You know what's
Loma
crazy?
pulled out the negotiations, he
Everybody
could have done
complaining
anything.
about the Roach
He could
fight,
have
but
gone to fight Shakur or some other guy, but he
Lamar
chose to do
Roach was
this.
going to be the most difficult opponent that Tank has fought, and everybody complaining about that fight. It's sad though. It's
But
sad that
see, what KJ, let me chime in on that. It's not the fact that he's not the most difficult fight. Lamar Roach don't have no knockout power, so there's no fit. Yeah, Lamar Roach will point him up. But as far as Tank coming forward, Lamar Roach can't fight him off him, and he already fought 2 times in the amateur, and Tank beat him
yeah,
twice. So it's
yep.
And
like,
we
it's like that's not even something that people should even want to pay to see. You
No,
know
but
what I'm
I'm
saying?
saying the crazy
we
part is the crazy part is this is literally still the most skilled fighter that Tank has.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
and
Yeah,
that's
that's
It's
and
sad.
like it's a damn shame actually.
Yeah, that's
we
sad.
also got to take into consideration the point he's at in his career. He got like what 33 fights. He's 30 now.
And I'm gonna be real with you. I think if the same Devin that showed up for the same Ryan that showed up for Devin, I think he could have gave Tank a way hard because Ryan quit in that fight. Ryan took a knee and just
Oh,
quit.
Ryan was weight drained. Like you gotta understand. This I really thought about it. I said, damn, Ryan couldn't even make 140. This motherfucker got catch weights for every fight that he had at 140,
He didn't because he didn't.
but he had to make 35 for Tank. That motherfucker was a skeleton in that ring.
Yeah, he was small.
Or he had made one. He had made 136.
He was small.
That's crazy, bro.
Man.
Shit.
Yeah,
If they fought
but look at it
again,
this way. So, aside from the size, look at the Ryan who fought Devin and the Ryan who fought Tank. Is there much of a difference style wise?
Yeah, Ryan.
Yeah, the Osterring.
Yeah, I want the Osterring Ryan to fight Tank. I want that Ryan. Devin Carr Ryan with a hook. That boy Ryan went that Osterring kicked it. He went and hit his gloves. Boom, and
That
said, "Come
warrior
on."
rage.
I was like, "Ooh!" I was like, then he came back and knocked him out. I was like, "Ooh!" But see, at the time we didn't know it was Osterring, but boy, you could see the Osterring flying out. That boy hit his gloves. Pow! I said, "Come on!" I said, "Oh shit!" I felt bad for Devin after I seen the rematch.
nah, Devin a soldier. Devin didn't quit.
For
That
real,
warrior
and Bill
rage.
ain't throwing that towel. He really didn't quit. I mean, I ain't saying
Nah,
nothing about his heart. I'm just
he
saying
was
he's
trying
Yeah,
to
I
throw
mean,
in that
Bill
towel.
was gonna let Devin die in there for all you know.
No.
yeah.
He was trying to throw in the towel, and his teams was holding him back.
I don't know about that. I mean,
No,
I
it's a
just
video. It's a video. You can look it up on TikTok.
he just overrated. He just so overrated. It's like, damn, man. Like, any fight he fight is 50-50. Ain't no fight Devin fighting is 80-20. Nah, it's 50-50 with anybody Devin fight. Even
Yeah,
the easy
but
ass opponent he
that's
got
even
on the
more
ass.
impressive because that means he outboxes most people by 12 rounds. Most people can't even last 12 rounds.
Well, he do got stamina.
If it
Yeah,
wasn't for the Osterine, Devin would have just wore Ryan down.
yeah. It's really hard to be outboxing people for 12 rounds. Like really hard.
Well, we
Bruh,
gonna see.
I ain't gonna lie.
Especially if
It
you
took
ain't
me
athletic.
it took me years to get used to that whole just the 3 rounds, 3 minutes in the amateurs. Like that shit is not no joke.
Well,
These
I'm
motherfuckers go
gonna,
12 rounds, bro.
well, I'm gonna tell y'all what. When this Ryan and Rolly fight, when the odds come out, when the Vegas odds come out, if it's anything over plus 400 and up, I'm betting on Rolly for the knockout. Rolly anytime knockout plus 400.
Nah,
I'm
I'm
betting.
not. I'm not.
I'm betting. I don't
Unless
think
that,
Ryan. I don't think
unless
Ryan got the defense to. I don't think Ryan got defense
Let
to
me ask
handle
you
one
guys.
of them
Let me
motherfuckers. You know, Tank when Tank fought Rolly, Tank was quick. Tank was
ask.
bouncing. Tank was moving. Ryan ain't got that type of
you
footwork.
seen Rolly's last fight.
I seen him almost get his ass whooped by that old man. Well, he did get his ass whooped by the old man.
The last fight he was fighting some little dude, and he didn't even knock him out. It went the distance.
Man, Ryan ain't on the Osterine no more. He got to go in that bitch clean. So
Yeah.
Ryan is
Ryan gonna be in
Ryan.
there with that worry look. We gonna have the wage drain Ryan. We gonna have
No,
the Ryan.
remember when he fought Duarte, Ryan did look worried, and he looked like he didn't know what to do. That's why he started doing that bullshit shoulder roll.
Yeah, but Ryan's been
CC
knocking
roll.
people out his whole entire life.
I'm not trying to
Yeah.
see the Ryan. What that song he came out on? Beneath the wings against the water. And my favorite people strong. I ain't trying to hear that Ryan. I want the heavy metal Ryan.
They be sending Rolly in there to walk the plank. I'm telling you, though.
Rolly don't care though, because
but,
Rolly
but,
just
he, but he
Rolly.
crazy. Like he don't care.
Remember
All
when
right.
Rolly ran out that bitch to
All right. Well,
Dove's Cry? He was happy as shit to go get knocked out.
What? He really
This is
crazy.
what it sounds like when Dove's Cry. Rolly came out that bitch smiling, jumping up and down.
He crazy. Rolly can handle the social media pressure because Rolly get knocked out, beat up. He come back and say, "Yeah, he hit like a bitch.
yeah.
He hit like a bitch."
And
He
if that
knocked
doesn't
you out
work,
the ring. Nigga like
and
Rolly,
if
he
that
knocked you out the
doesn't,
ring. Yeah, but he still
Rolly,
and
hit
if that
like a
doesn't work, he'll
bitch.
say something
after getting
stupid
knocked
after the
out,
fight.
what do you want to do now? I want to fight Tank Davis.
Or no, he want no. After Tank knocked him out, and he said, "I want to go fight Errol Spence." I was thinking exactly how hard did Tank hit this boy.
Bruh, that
We
motherfucker.
all
Look, I ain't gonna,
laughing.
this is one thing that was crazy about that knockout. Rolly's eyes rolled in the back of his head, bruh. Like when he got hit, you see his eyes roll in the back of his head. I was like, damn.
And that boy still get up after the press conference. Yeah, but he still hit like a bitch. It didn't hurt me that bad. We're
Wait,
really hurt me.
remember
You know,
when Rolly
Rolly
knocked him
and
out
Ryan both
after
some
the
bitches. They both got knocked out by Tank, and the first thing that they said was, "Oh, he doesn't really hit that hard." Okay, motherfucker. Both said
yeah,
that.
but yeah, but remember when Pitbull knocked him out, and the first thing he said in the post-fight press conference was, "Happy Easter, everyone."
Oh yeah, no, he said. Remember, he said, like Jesus was resurrected. I'll be back.
Mm.
Wait, who said that?
Rolly dumbass.
He crazy. Man, Rolly crazy.
That's why he be going out there getting his ass with playing with God and shit. Like Jesus was resurrected. I'll be back.
Like these
Rolly out his fucking mind.
people say the craziest things after they lose. Sometimes, like remember, like Broner loses to Pacquiao. Y'all remember how he said, "I did this for the hood." Like everyone
He
know
said
I
he was
beat that
doing it.
boy.
He said he was doing it for the hood before. I don't know. Rolly just all the fuck up. But you know
Nah,
what though?
Rolly
This how
getting
you
that
know
bag.
Broner growing though, because most of the footage I see of him now, it be him just sitting there looking at the camera, and then he be like, "Damn, I'm one dumb motherfucker."
Rolly
So
be
he's
getting that
learning. He's
bag
learning from
though.
his mistakes.
Rolly be getting that bag though. He's probably one of the most top paid people.
Yeah, for him to have
Yep.
such a low skill level,
That's why this is
he don't
probably
have
going
to
to be
get
the
that money.
best press conference of all time.
Come on,
Rolly is a modern day Ricardo Mayorga.
he fought Tank. He fought Pitbull.
Now he about to fight
He's
Ryan.
fighting Ryan.
Man,
I don't know.
After
I
last
feel
night, I
like
got Andy Cruz beating Keyshawn. I knew Andy Cruz was going to come along. I ain't watched the fight, but I know that the fact that Keyshawn calling out Tank, Keyshawn try to act like a tough guy when it comes to Tank. Talking about, oh, you light skinned, you scared, da da da. But if
I,
you
I,
got a
don't,
man
I
that
don't like
already
when they
beat
I don't
you,
like when they say that because like they calling me out too. So I'm at the roof for Tank on that one. Like I don't like
Mister
when.
Mister Incredible, they calling you out too.
Yeah, man, I don't like when they say because like nigga, they really play with you like oh you light skin you
I'm
ain't
gonna
like
tell
you
you
like
though what it is though, yo.
I'm
Because
about to go
they
to
was talking
jail.
about it. They was talking about it when it is what it is. People think just because somebody is light skinned and so called pretty that they have to be a bitch or something. And then people who not attracted, they all can fight.
Oh, what? So, well, look at Keyshawn Davis's son. That's a light skin.
Hey, but listen, this is what I was ready to say. Keyshawn Davis, he act like a tough guy when talking about Tank. You got a dude that whooped your ass 5 times, bro.
Ooh,
So you gotta. There's no way that
ooh,
you Andy Cruz beat Keyshawn 5 times.
ooh, no,
Hey,
he
y'all,
shouldn't be talking
y'all
about
seen that
nobody.
video after that fight yesterday where old boy called Shakur out?
Yo,
And
I didn't see the video. I seen it, but when I clicked on it, it wasn't nothing
Mercado.
said.
yeah, and Andy Cruz was there. Andy Cruz came up to Shakur to dap him up, and Shakur was just staring at him. And Keyshawn was there too, so he dapped up
Oh,
Keyshawn. And after Shakur seen that he dapped up Keyshawn, then Shakur dapped him up. Like, you know, Shakur was like,
Nah,
I ain't finna fuck with you if my dog don't fuck
nah,
with you.
they had dapped up. He dapped up. Shakur dapped him up, but Keyshawn had like gave him
No,
a pound.
Keyshawn dapped him up first. Keyshawn dapped him up first.
They
And
be
then
talking
Shakur was
about
just staring at him.
The problem though is because they see that boy a real threat. That motherfucker dangerous. He beat Keyshawn 5 times, bro. That's a lot of ass whooping. And then you know what's crazy?
You said it like belt to ass.
Every
Like
time, bro. Every time that you ask that motherfucker, this what trip me out about Keyshawn. If you hear him talking about Tank, he sounds tough as fuck. Every time Andy Cruz is asked about Keyshawn Davis, he don't even call that man's name. He said, "Yeah, my son. Yeah, my son. Yeah, my son getting better. My son, he a good professional. Like, ain't no fucking way. I won't be able to sleep at night, bro. You whip my
damn,
ass
is
5 times
it
and you
really
call me
five
your son.
times? It's really
Yeah,
5 times?
yeah, in the amateurs,
That's crazy. He
bro.
never
You know
won
how
one.
dominant.
Yeah,
Hold
he
on.
didn't
You
win
don't know
one.
how dominant Andy Cruz was.
well, that's why Keyshawn has a silver medal and Andy Cruz has
It
the
was
gold medal.
5-0? 5
Or
0?
I thought it was 4 times.
Oh, 4 or 5. Look, I'm ready to look it up.
man. I'm about to pay
Either way, yes,
$1
he got
for
beat
one
each
V come
time.
up here. One V, I'm about to give him $1 so you come up here.
Ron V already don't want to come up. He gave me like $20.
Oh, all right then. So he just don't want him to go off on Handy then. That's I mean I wouldn't want him to go off on Handy either. So that's
Hold up,
what's
this
up.
one V. I think. Oh no, that's Elico. It's $1, bro.
Cause
It's,
I'm gonna tell you
it's
Handy.
Andy Cruz versus Keyshawn Davis. No, he beat him 4 times, bro. 4 times. But y'all feel what I'm saying though? A motherfucker calling you a
He
son,
should have fought
yeah,
him
whoop your
already.
ass 4 times. You talking about Tank? I wouldn't even want. I'd say, look, bro, I got to get my get back with Keyshawn first. Then you go after Tank. The way that he called out Tank, and then you got a man screaming at you, calling you your son, calling you out, and you're not saying nothing. That look a little fishy. That look a little shady.
I got a
I
real
mean,
question though. Who do you think is the biggest competition that Shakur could fight right now? Like I don't really see nobody even competing with him right now in his
Oh,
weight
Tank,
class.
bro, Tank.
Well, Tank or
Tank ain't gonna
maybe
fight him.
Loma
Nah,
if he
Tank
ever
ain't definitely
decides
gonna
to
fight
fight
him.
again.
Loma and Tank both could beat Shakur. They both scary as fuck though, so that's why I would pick Shakur to win. But they both have the skill set to win. It's just they know that boy not no joke, man.
I mean, who knows if Loma ever fights again? I heard he's recovering from a back injury right now.
The back injury with him and his wife pegging.
No, I heard he got it in training.
Oh, okay.
Tank for
Which
sure.
might, which
Tank for
might,
sure ain't gonna fight him.
which means I don't know. He might retire because when you're in that stage of it, when you're at that age for a fighter and you've got
Man, he's
back
36
problems.
years. Nobody want to hear that shit.
Yeah, but he's got like 400 fights. His body's wearing out. It's
Bro,
breaking down.
400 amateur fights, bro. Bertabiev and Usyk got the same amount, and they're older and carry more weight than Loma. Don't nobody say nothing.
Sometimes it's
Usyk has
genetic.
taken
Sometimes it's
hits that
genetic, man.
Loma. If you watch Loma's fights, he's dominated most of them. He hasn't even taken that much damage over his career, and he doesn't have that many fights professionally. Usyk has taken them hits from them big boys, 40 years old, and got the same amount of amateur fights. He got hundreds of amateur fights. That's his excuse. Loma don't want to fight Tank. He don't want to fight Shakur. That motherfucker was hurting so bad, your wife blowing your back out and all that stuff. But when you heard Camboso's
So
name, you jumped
who's
up.
he gonna fight? Who's he gonna fight?
Look, when he heard Camboso's, that motherfucker found a way to America.
He might as well retire.
See,
Yeah.
Well,
I
well
want to fight
his
Cambosos.
dad talked him into taking that Cambosis fight.
Man,
He
it
might as
sounds
well.
good,
He might as
Levi.
well drop.
When you a grown man, can't nobody talk you into nothing. That's
His
that, boy. You
dad's
know
his
what I mean?
trainer.
Motherfuckers be having an excuse. Well, I just
He might as well. He might as well.
my father brought me back this time. I really want to stay home. Nobody want to hear that shit.
He
You're a
might as well
grown
take.
man. Your father told you to fight Tank. Yeah, I see your ass. You can't even sense it then.
He might as well take that belt out that case. Put that bitch out
I'm
on
gonna
the
tell y'all something,
street,
yo. I'm gonna
bro.
tell y'all something. Keyshawn could lose to Barinci.
I don't think
Mm.
so.
I'm gonna
Nah, I
listen.
don't see it.
Them Ukrainian fighters, they got stamina, bro, and they know how to take a good punch. I'm not saying that he's gonna lose, but don't be surprised if he does. Every time we see somebody from Ukraine getting these big fights, they always shock us. Every time. They don't never just get their ass mauled. They don't never just get fucked up. They either
Yeah.
win or they come close to winning, or they just make the dude struggle.
Yeah, like look at the guy who fought
In fact,
Ortiz.
I give you an
Like the guy who
example.
fought Ortiz. What do
Barinchik,
you call him? Booty cheeks.
yeah, right, exactly. Booty cheek can fight too. But Barinchik, motherfuckers thought that he wasn't gonna beat what's dude name?
Uh, Navarrete.
Yeah, I didn't think he was gonna beat Navarrete. But once again, these Ukrainians, they over there at 4 years old practicing boxing, bro. So it's a farm that they got going over there. It ain't just they're not natural. They're drilling it into these kids to box. So by the time they
Yeah,
come over here, they're survivors. They've been doing it for so long. If anything, they know how to survive. And if you have the stamina and you can survive, that means you're always in the fight. Floyd Schofield was tired in the fight against Renee. Once you get tired in boxing, you out of the fight. But as long as you
I
got
feel
stamina,
sorry for that boy.
you in
Shakur
it.
gonna beat the piss out of
He
him for
better,
that.
John. He better,
Yeah.
bro. He better get a
Yeah,
stoppage.
he gonna beat the piss.
He
Yeah, he
better.
gonna beat the
Well, if
piss
he
out of him.
does, Floyd has no one to blame but himself. He asked for that ass whooping.
Yeah, well,
No.
yeah, he
Listen. If you're in your early 20s, you about to make $1 million payday. That should help you if you're really serious about boxing. Having $1 million makes it easier to get better. Now you got better training, better food.
I
Well,
know,
not
but
only that,
I know, but in
but
this
now that you
case,
got the L, now
Floyd
that you got
didn't
the
even
L
talk
Shakur.
himself in. Floyd didn't even talk his way into his ass beating. His dad did. His dad talked him into getting his ass beat.
you
No,
think
his
he gonna
dad
get
talked him
cold?
into getting paid.
You think he gonna get cold feet?
Nah,
No,
they want that
too late
money.
for cold feet. They want that money, bro.
Yeah, they want that
Hmm.
I
money.
ain't gonna lie, he's gonna be scared in the moment, and when he really in there with
What?
Shakur, like
And
like
they,
like I said, the best thing that happened to me was the 4 rounds that I did with Lamar Rose. Now Lamar, he been posting the bullshit sparring he did with some other dude, but he ain't posted shit. Me, he posted the little 3 or 4 punches he hit me. He ain't posted sparring
but
because
see, once again about the Shakur shit, you're not gonna really see Shakur shine like that until you have somebody in there who's trying to win. Schofield not gonna be in there trying to win.
Like
Yeah,
Tank.
for
Floyd
instance,
is
Yep.
yeah,
gonna
like Tank.
quit. Floyd is gonna quit at some point. But
Yeah,
my
that
thing is this:
8 round,
when you
9th
get in
round.
there
Well,
with them champions, bro, everything that they throw is short and sharp. The best thing for me out of all of this fighting and sparring and all that, them 4 rounds with Lamar Rose taught me more than anything I ever done in boxing. When Floyd get
uh,
in there with Shakur, that's gonna be a lesson for his ass. You can't really learn the shit in the gym. You can't get in the gym. You have to go out there and fight them dogs like that. You gotta spar with him. He sparred with Shakur before, but he's gonna see it in real time with them damn 8 ounces on. And he's gonna be like, "Wow, I didn't think it was gonna be like this."
yeah. I
Mhm.
just think, well, Mike Tyson was saying this a few months ago. Shakur isn't going to look great in a fight until you put him in there with someone who is going to fight him.
Yeah,
Yep, Tank.
but I've been saying that. I've been saying that since the autumn fight.
Yeah.
I just hope that Floyd been running the miles, boy. Because if he haven't and he get
It's not
tired,
even about the miles, incredible. It's about what
He gonna,
style they're gonna be fighting in. The only way for Floyd to win, he has to fight like Ali fought Liston. That's it.
man,
Because
he gonna get mentally broken down by the 8th round,
it
he
might not
got
take that
tired.
long.
Shakur
It might not
He
take that
got
long.
tired in his
Shakur
last fight.
Shakur is gonna push him at such a high pace. Shakur gonna stay in his face so much the whole fight. He's gonna be drained by the 6th. So I really hope he is putting in those
But I'm
type
gonna
of
tell you
moments.
something though, Jaffe. That boy hit harder than Shakur.
He does, but you got to hit him. And
Yeah, you
Shakur,
do gotta hit him, but don't
and
be shocked.
Shakur.
If Shakur go to that ground one time, don't be shocked.
Oh, I'm not, because Shakur ain't gonna really engage with him until after the 3rd round.
But you know
If
what? You might be right. That's what Shakur told your boy.
I
if
know.
that happened,
That's the Mayweather. That's the Mayweather game plan.
No, that ain't the
if
Mayweather game plan. Floyd
if
will take the
Shakur get
risk.
dropped, go ahead.
Mayweather gonna pick the pace up. He make sure he win them first 3 rounds. He gonna point you out, and after the third round, he'll start going to work on
And
you.
Floyd will go out there in the first, second round and let himself get hit. Shakur don't have the genetics to play the game like that. He just don't. Floyd could take a big ass shot. He was real, real strong. Shakur is strong, but he ain't. Bud and Floyd freak athletes. Shakur a good athlete. He ain't no freak athlete, bro. But he got freak reflexes. I give him that. That motherfucker's a beast. He's
Yeah, I think Shakur wins by TKO in the 7th round.
I don't know, but he better go in there and make me proud
Yeah,
against
I ain't gonna lie, yo. I
against
want
your
him to get a
side.
stoppage. He said we
I
low
bet.
key don't know what Shakur has yet, and the reason we not gonna find out is because Tank been such a hole about it.
Yep.
It's
I
crazy.
was
Like it's like, bro, I like Tank. It's like, why the hell do we gotta have these conversations? You're a dog. You're born to do this shit. You have power in both hands. That's like somebody saying, okay, I'm gonna give you this, this firearm in your left hand, this firearm in your right hand. I don't want to get you specific because we're on TikTok. And now we about to go to war. You got all of the weapons to go to war. You're the most equipped to go to war, and you scared. You scared of a sniper.
Yeah, bro, but he already said that he not even trying to fight no more. He trying to go to therapy and shit.
Nobody
And
want to hear that bullshit.
you know,
That
sometimes
sound
the
that
pressure is
sound like
too
a
much for
motherfucker.
some people.
That
The
sound like
pressure is
somebody
too much.
retired you. That's
I'm
what
gonna
that
be
sound.
honest with you, bro. Tank not even worried about his past trauma and all that. Tank is a dude that cares too much about what social media say. Like when they was getting on him about his hair, he was mad. When they was talking about him dancing a little funny, he was mad. So he knows if Shakur whoop that ass, that's gonna be on his mind for the rest of his life. He can't deal with it. That's really why he don't want to fight him. He not scared of Shakur. He's scared of the world. He's scared of the critics that's gonna be on that ass. Look how they did Arrow. Arrow was more popular than Bud before Bud whooped that ass.
Yep.
Arrow is still more
Yeah,
popular, but now a lot of people that used to kiss Arrow ass, they talk bad on him now. They try to act like he wasn't shit now.
Yep.
That's what Tank's
yeah,
scared of.
yeah, that's true.
Earl, the people champion. You know him and Earl cool, so that's gonna be like birds and feathers flock together. Like, dang, Earl got his ass whooping. You got your ass whooping. The memes gonna go crazy. The memes gonna go crazy. They gonna have that boy. They gonna have Tank on the Friday meme. Red. They gonna have Tank looking like Red on Friday.
That's crazy because Shakur's willing to risk getting knocked out because that's a high
You know
possibility.
why though? Because Shakur already used to not being loved by these motherfuckers. That's a
Mm-hmm.
good thing. When people exclude you, they alienate you, it's good because then they can never build you up and break you down. They already break you down. Well, a dude like Tank, you know what I mean? And this is what they do this in all sports, they do this in all walks of life. People build you up just to tear you down. They never wanted to build Shakur up, so he's never gonna care if they tear him down. Tank, they built that motherfucker up like he walking on water. If he loses, yeah, they're gonna tear his ass down. And he's gonna have to try to deal with it. He doesn't want to come to that point. He'd rather retire not knowing how great he really is, not testing his greatness, and have everybody kissing his ass. But the real ones, we know that you can't call yourself great if you ain't fighting nobody great. We not even gonna, if Tank don't fight Shakur, bro, I'm not even gonna revisit his career. Like if somebody would have asked me 20 years, if the world
Nobody
stopped
else
around,
is. That's gonna
if,
be staying.
if a
Well, I tell you
motherfucker,
what. We got a job to do as a TikTok community, and that's what we can do. We can let the youngins know right now. Hey, Shakur Stevens retired Tank Davis, and they're gonna be like, "What? What?" And be like, "Yeah,
yeah,
he did." That's the only thing we gotta do. Once the word start getting around, and I know TikTok spread fast, but once the word start getting around, like, hey, oh, he almost caught that. Once words start getting around, like, hey, did Shakur retire you? Did Shakur retire you? That's gonna change everything. Cause I've been putting on everybody post social media posts. I've been like, yeah, he retired him. He retired him. He retired him. He retired him.
that's it.
And
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I went to Turkey Al Sheik. I said His Excellency. I said this is why I said I screenshot it. I don't believe me.
This
I
motherfucker.
said I went to Instagram. I said, Your Excellency, can you please hit me out? Your Excellency, can you please hit me out? Why are you giving Devin Haney these easy fights and giving them all this money? Don't you understand that's all they want, their money and the easy fight? I said, no, make Devin fight Shakur. Fuck Schofield. Change it up. Sub in
It's too
Shakur.
late to change it up.
Yeah,
Y'all finna
man.
fucking stop.
If Turkey walk up to Devin and Bill and say, "Hey, we're gonna take Ramirez out. We're gonna give y'all Shakur." No, we not fighting them. We gonna back out. That's not the deal, Turkey. I mean, Your Excellency, Bill gonna go off. Bill
Shakur
gonna
need
have a
to
fit.
Shakur need to tune up to
What?
work with that hand. That hand need to be. He
When
can't
she
just be
man, do
walking
you
in
see
with
how
that hand.
big Floyd Schofield head is? You think that's the right
Bro,
tune up
I
for?
ain't, I'll be
No,
honest. Floyd
Shakur,
Schofield
Shakur,
don't have the mental, the IQ, and the skill level to fuck with Shakur on any level, bro. Like
Mm-mm.
Shakur's
if
go-to
I was
shot is
coaching
a
Floyd Schofield, I would tell him,
Shakur is mad he has to fight Schofield because he giving Schofield money, payday, and a platform. You think Shakur want to do that to somebody you don't even know?
Shakur
he have a
go-to
choice.
shot.
I know. That's why he mad doing. That's why he said you gonna go in there and get an angry Shakur Stevenson who wants to do nothing, but you gonna be the catapult to say, okay, I'm gonna whoop your ass. I hope he whoop his ass. I hope it's like Arturo Gatti.
I'm gonna be
I
honest,
really
bro. This fight is like when Errol Spence fought Mikey Garcia. Errol didn't even want to really fight Mikey, but everybody else was ducking. And Errol went out there and whooped Mikey Garcia ass. Shakur really don't want to have to fight Floyd, bro. Everybody else is just scared of the man. They scared to take that fucking L. And they also don't want to give him a name off of them. Like Tank don't want Shakur to get a name off beating him. Like how Bud got a name off beating Errol.
Yup.
People would rather get knocked out than embarrassed for 12 rounds.
No, it ain't even that. Nobody want to get knocked out, but at least you're getting paid to get knocked out. Shakur don't even bring the money, so you're not getting paid as much. You're gonna give him all of your clout. You had to deal with that L. And getting beat on for 12 rounds, that shit hurt. Like getting knocked out in the second or third round, cool. But getting beat on, sharpshooter, and then getting tired and gassed out, and in every round you looking worse and worse, yeah, that hurts.
Throw the towel. Throw the towel. Throw in
Yeah,
the towel, bro.
going in the tower hurts too. That's embarrassing.
It don't matter. I'd rather do that than to have to fight nigga like Floyd and get my ass beat for 12 rounds.
Yeah,
Because what frustrating
the
them, what
damage is
frustrating them is
worse.
that
The
they
damage
can't
is
hit
worse
him.
over 12 rounds too.
Yeah, what frustrates them is that they can't hit him. So once you as a boxer, you in the ring and you can't cut the ring off on him, you can't touch him, but he's steadily touching you up, regardless if it's just a jab to the face, even put that leather in your face, that leather in your face to keep aggravating you too. You know, regardless of it frustrates them fighters after a long while. So after that, they get frustrated. Who was that boy Floyd fought? He Victor Ortiz. Yeah, he was one. He was real mad.
Yeah,
He got frustrated early. He was throwing them haymakers and couldn't land nothing.
that motherfucker was doing trying to do headbutts, all type of shit.
Uh huh. He really wanted to put what?
But yeah, hey fellas, oh go ahead. Isn't it? I think we had a good live. I was up here about an hour and a half, man. I appreciate everybody supporting. If y'all want me to go live, probably like Wednesday or something, I'll try to go. But I'm really excited for the live after the Morrell fight. And then after that, we got the fight on, I think it's Valentine's Day with Keyshawn Davis.
Oh, I think there's also Barboza and Catterall and Regis and Duarte.
You know damn well we don't care about their fights.
Nah,
I'm
you
just,
want to see a knockout. Duarte gonna knock Regis' Lord ass
Yeah,
up.
and then February 22nd.
yeah, the 22nd is, yeah, that's this card. That's this card. But, you know, we got some big lives that's coming up, man. But I do got a new live policy. Today, y'all really helped me out. I'm not going to try to go live every day because, you know, I don't want people just every day feeling like they got to spend $10 or something like that. But I'm going to go live every couple days, and it's just every 30 minutes I have to have netted $10. But I don't want to even go live regularly. I just want to go live at the big fight so that way we got a nice crowd in here. Because I don't want it to be the same people cash at me all the time. You know what I mean? But I appreciate y'all helping me push this live, man. This is a nice ass live. But Saturday, after that David Morrell, Dave Benavidez fight, I'm be live. The Keyshawn fight, I'm be live. And then, of course, the Schofield, and that's also the Bivol Brother Beer, I'm be live. And then we got March 1st, Tank Davis going to knock out Lamar Roach. So we got some big lives coming up. But all right, man. Peace.
Peace.